The Yankees offseason just got a lot simpler for Brian Cashman. Well, other than hiring a manager, which the GM seems content to take his time in doing. But with Masahiro Tanaka deciding on Friday not to invoke the opt-out clause in his contract, Cashman doesn't have to worry about Plan B to add a starting pitcher for next season and beyond. In fact, if the Yankees bring back CC Sabathia on a one-year deal, which seems very possible, this team should have the same starting rotation in 2018 that pitched very well in October, pushing the world champion Astros to Game 7 of the ALCS. That is Luis Severino, Tanaka, Sabathia, and Sonny Gray, as well as fifth starter Jordan Montgomery. All but Sabathia are under 30 years old. In addition, Chance Adams could make the push after a strong season in AAA, and the Yankees might be inclined to try Chad Green as a starter again after his dominant season in the bullpen. In any case, they should have championship-caliber rotation, especially if the Yankees again have a deep bullpen. Remember, it was the offense, not the pitching, that ultimately failed against the Astros. Kathy Willensap. That doesn't mean Cashman wouldn't be open to anything, as he likes to say most winters. There's always a chance he could trade for more pitching, as it's possible he would look to deal either Starlin Castro or Chase Headley to make room for Gleyber Torres, or he might deem it necessary to move Brett Gardner to clear space for Clint Frazier. Obviously the Yankees would love to trade Jacoby Ellsbury instead to unclog the outfield, but they would have to eat much of the remaining 3 years, $63.4 million on his contract to make such a notion realistic. All in all, this qualifies as good news for the Yankees, but only because Tanaka restored their faith in him with some brilliant pitching in the postseason, putting up a 0.90 ERA as he allowed only 2 runs in 20 innings over 3 starts. In doing so, Tanaka reclaimed the reputation he had in Japan as a big-game pitcher and made good on the $175 million the Yankees bid, including posting fee, to get him. His impressive October also made it easier to forget how inconsistent Tanaka was during the regular season, when he went 13-12 with a 4.74 ERA, and had the Yankees often scratching their heads for answers. Howard Simmons TNS until the postseason. In fact, there was a feeling the Yankees were hoping he would opt out, so they could be out from under the remaining 3 years and $67 million on his contract. I never thought I'd do it, however, because I didn't think another team would be willing to pay him significantly more than that, especially knowing he still has the partial tear in his elbow ligament. And though Tanaka said in a statement on Friday that he is staying because he's happy pitching for the Yankees, you can bet his agent didn't like the feedback he was getting from potential suitors about a long-term deal. After the way he pitched in the postseason, after all, it's possible the Yankees may have been willing to add at least 1 year to his deal to keep from losing him. Not that Tanaka is a bargain at $2,223 million for each of the next 3 seasons, but it would have cost more than that to sign one of the top pitchers in the free agent market, someone like Jake Arrieta or Yu Darvish or even Lance Lynn. Shanna Lockwood. USA Today Sports. It's possible Cashman would have tried to get by without spending big on a starter, figuring he could make another trade at the deadline, as he did to get Gray last July, if someone like Chance Adams didn't sees an opportunity to start. This way it all seems much simpler. The Yankees can bring back Sabathia on a one-year deal at, say, $12 million, and they're good to go for 2018. They'll surely want more from Tanaka in the regular season, however. He had far too many clunkers, giving up 34 home runs along the way, to the point where you can make the case his inability to pitch like an ace kept the Yankees from catching the Red Sox and winning the AL East. And while he was able to turn it up quite a few notches in October, the Yankees found out just how important home field advantage was in the ALCS, and that should be a goal of theirs from day one next season, to rack up enough wins to make sure they get the extra home game in the Bronx next postseason. Still, Tanaka's October brilliance supersedes his regular season shortcomings and made Friday a happy day for Cashman and the Yankees. A minor move here and they're ready for 2018.